Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pinken, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that in the first quarter of this year, so far, more retail investors buying Bitcoin than institutional investors. That's interesting because that was totally different in the last quarter of last year. So let's talk about it. The second news is all about that according to a bank's survey, about $24 billion can be spent on Bitcoin from the US stimulus checks, which are coming out pretty soon. And the third news I would like to talk about is that there was a phishing attack on PancakeSwap and Cream domains to steal money. So what really happened? Let's discuss it. So all this in today's video. And don't forget to educate yourself. Subscribe to this YouTube channel because I put this news, the freshest crypto and blockchain news on YouTube every weekday. It's the only thing you have to do. Subscribe, bell button and all. Then you're getting the notifications and getting these videos as soon as they are on YouTube. And also, I have a free course for you, how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. The link is under this video and other useful links. Check them out. And if you like the content, then definitely smash the like button. And now let's move on and check out how the market right now looks like. So we can see Bitcoin going down 3%, not major, but really going this kind of sideways moves, 56,025 US dollar at the present. On the other hand, we can see Ethereum slightly going up 1%. It is right now 1,808 US dollar. When we're looking at the winners, then we can see very nice gains too. Orbs going up 67%, Sia Coin 46%, Ravencoin 21%, and some others also in the top 100. When we're looking at the losers, not that big losers in the top 100, Holo 14% down, Heather Hashgraph -10, Chili's -7%. But check these guys out, how they did in the last 7 days. Look, this was 135%, this was 484, that was 111%. And now you can see this correction. Totally okay, I think. Okay, and now let's move on to the... Oh, by the way, before we move on, let's check a couple of things because, you know, what you have seen, Bitcoin is doing rather now sideways movements. So when we're looking at this Bitcoin chart, then we can see it right now that, you know, we are here at the present. This is right now the daily chart, what we're looking at on TradingView. And, you know, this pattern, actually, we don't know what's going to happen here. We have to see a bit more to really make, you know, more precise predictions, because it can be many things. It can be, of course, a bearish pattern, head and shoulders. But for that, you need, you know, this would be the one shoulder, this would be a head, and then this will be another shoulder. And then, you know, when it goes then down, this could be a bearish one. On the other hand, it can turn back basically anytime, and then it can be still a bullish because we need, you know, higher highs and higher lows. And for instance, if we have here, you know, one of the lows, then we had here, you know, the highs. And then we had compared to this, a higher low. And here, up here, we had a higher high when we compare to this one. So now again, if it would turn back from, you know, from the point or even from here, whatever, then we're going to have actually a higher low again, and then could be higher high, and this could be actually a bullish one. So I think we still have to wait how it will work out. But I think so far, so good, basically. When we looking at the Nupal chart, you can see that, you know, this is the Bitcoin net unrealized profit loss chart here. This indicator shows when, you know, euphoria is coming. This is usually in blue and it's coming above this line. But very nicely, now we turn back here, as you can see. And now we're here down in this green zone, so we are not even close to that point. Bitcoin has again space to go a bit maybe sideways, then it probably will go down, and then again it can go up. It would be kind of important according to the historical data that it shouldn't be above this level and in this blue zone. Whenever that happened, then a bearish period came, and this wouldn't be too good. So this is very, very ideal when you can see this. Then after a price increase, then it's a price drop, as what we had experienced again, and this could actually keep this chart calm. Put it this way. Okay, and now let's move on to the first news. It's all about that actually. In the first quarter of this year, so far, more retail investors buying Bitcoin than institutional investors. If you remember, and in the last quarter of last year, I have talked about that how many institutions into crypto and they're buying a lot of Bitcoin, and retail is not there yet. And we were waiting institutions to continue like this. And interestingly, retail took over right now. And here you can see in this article that the Bitcoin in the first quarter retail flow exceeding institutional investment, according to JP Morgan strategist. And look, here you can see the chart. So basically, this was the third quarter of 2020. And then you can see definitely retail taking over. Then here we have the institutional investors. But in the last quarter of last year, it was no question that institutions were leading the game. And now this one actually dropped in the first quarter, and we can see that retail took over again. So here you can see that retail investors have purchased over 187,000 Bitcoin so far this quarter, compared to roughly 172,684 by institutional investors. And institutions were heavy buyers in the fourth quarter last year, far outpacing retail investment. And what's happening right now, this could be partly the reason why Bitcoin couldn't actually go even higher after it reached this 61,000 something. Because definitely now whales were dumping Bitcoin on the market. And, many people say, wow, okay, is it now the end of the bull market and now the bear market is coming? But because some whales deciding to drop and making some profit and drop some Bitcoin, it doesn't mean this is end of the bull market. They just definitely affect the price because it's a big amount of Bitcoin which goes on exchanges, and then what they sell. And now, according to this chart, institutional investors were lazy to buy Bitcoin. So I'm interested. I'm very curious that actually this is going to now change or not. But of course, we will see. So this is now the totally new scenario so far in this year. And now let's move on to the second news, which is about that according to a bank's survey, when people get these stimulus checks, they're saying that about 24 billion US dollar can go into Bitcoin. Now it looks like that everything is fine with the stimulus checks. They're really going to come. It was a long battle. Even when Trump was the president, during the autumn, it was always, they talked about stimulus. Actually, I got sick and tired of the whole thing after a while. And now, finally, it looks like that the Biden administration is coming out with this new stimulus deal, 1.9 trillion US dollar, a major one, no question of that. And according to this survey, which was done by Mizuho Bank, so they say that 24 billion in US stimulus checks may be used to buy Bitcoin. And this could be a very interesting scenario. Japanese investment banking and security firm Mizuho Securities recently surveyed 235 individuals who make less than 150,000 annually. The survey covered stimulus expenses or what they expect Americans to purchase with the direct checks. Out of the whopping $1.9 trillion relief package signed by US President Joe Biden, $380 billion is appropriated for direct stimulus checks. Okay, so this is what they're going to receive, so $380 billion. The recently published survey says that the bank estimates around 10%, so roughly speaking, $40 billion worth of stimulus funding will find its way into stocks purchasing or Bitcoin purchasing. So they either buy stock or Bitcoin with the 10% of $380 billion. The survey predicts that Bitcoin will account for 60% of total incremental investment spend. We calculate it could add as much as 2-3% to Bitcoin's current 1.1 trillion market value. The guy from Mizuho explained, Dan Dolev. The latest bill says Americans who earn $75,000 per year or less will get a payment for $1,400. Couples who earn $150 or less per year get up to $2,800, and the couple with 2 children could receive up to $5,600 in direct stimulus funding. And interestingly, people, many of them, prefer to buy Bitcoin over stock. So if this happens, the stimulus arrives, interesting. I'm pretty sure that this is what the government lost hope for, that actually they're giving cash to people. They want the people to actually start to buy things to actually push up the economy. And then, they're going to invest, which is actually a clever decision. I'm just saying that probably this wasn't the aim with the whole stimulus thing. And then it looks like that actually more likely to put it in Bitcoin rather than stock. And this could be 10%. We're talking about $40 billion US dollar, and 60% of that can go into Bitcoin. So interesting thing. And I wanted to show this. And another news I would like to talk about is about a phishing attack. So some hackers attacked PancakeSwap and Cream's domain name. Of course, no question, we have still hacker attacks here and there. This won't change probably. We had this paid network hacker attack. It was a totally different one compared to the one I would like to talk about now. And this one happened to PancakeSwap and Cream. Both of them are, part of the Binance ecosystem. And the phishing attack uses PancakeSwap and Cream domains to steal money. 2 BCS-based projects have been attacked by replacing their website with malicious interface. So basically, here is what happened. The Cream Finance and the PancakeSwap team confirmed that the issue is a DNS spoofing attack. The domain name service connects a domain name to an IP address on the web. It appears that the registration for the 2 services was hijacked to point an attacker's controlled server. So basically, they pointed to another server. According to the ICANN records, the DNA registration was updated for both websites on Monday, shortly before reports of malicious activity. Therefore, so somehow they actually could get here. Both websites appear to be registered through GoDaddy. One possible explanation is that the team's accounts on the provider were hijacked, allowing the attacker to officially change the DNS routing point for the domains. Therefore, they attacked this site and then basically replaced it. And now you were pushed to a website which was controlled by the attacker. And here you could see that they ask for connect wallet with a seed phrase. So you have your MetaMask you would like to connect, and then you have to enter your seed phrase but then it went straight to the hacker. And actually, when I went to the website, for example, PancakeSwap now, I can get this one. So yes, still waiting to fix it. Guys, always be careful with things. If something is just not understandable, why they asking for something? If you have already connected your MetaMask, why they asking again? Always double check, Google things, go on forums, all these things, because if something is suspicious, it can be an attack, you know, whatever. It's a dangerous industry in a way that, you know, hackers attack many kind of cryptos each day. And some of them succeed, some of them are successful. And, you know, in many cases, the problems are fixed pretty soon. But if you are a victim, it doesn't feel good. So always be very focused what you're doing. And if something is suspicious, start double checking, start asking forums people. Some people have the same issues, because when it turns out everything is okay, you can continue. But when it turns out, oh, be careful, this doesn't look really good, then you know, and you would be glad that you double checked things. Okay. Guys, if you like this content, smash the like button, highly appreciate it. And also subscribe to this YouTube channel, Blockchain Bloom, because then you will get the daily videos straight, you know, the notification to your email address as soon as the video goes live on YouTube. Subscribe, bell button, all, that's the only thing you have to do. And then I keep you up to date in blockchain and crypto. I think this is very, very important. Double check the links under this video, a lot of useful links. Including a free course, how to start investing in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, useful tips for those who are the beginners right now. And I'm coming back tomorrow with the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. I wish you an amazing day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.